Continued to play. I played 5 more years with the Chiefs, and then I went on to finish my career with the Falcons, and it was definitely exciting. Now here's the coaching point. Let me tell you what I did not do when I finally made it. Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm in the show. I can kick back now. Hey, I'm finally here. I don't have to try that hard. No, and I saw guys do that. I reminded myself every day what it took for me to get there. The obstacles, the challenges I had to face. I stayed hungry every single day. Because at 5'10", 160, they were trying to bring a tall receiver in every year to take my job. And I made sure he was not going to get it. And as I continued to excel, things went really, really well. I have to admit, my 9th year, I got tired of it. My priorities changed. My family, I wanted to spend more time with my family. My faith was important. I wanted to leave the game healthy. I didn't want them carrying him out on a stretcher. And so I retired in 1997. Now, here's the question for you. Was it easy getting to the NFL? Did I have any obstacles? Could I have quit? I could have. But to me, quitting wasn't an option. I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to make it. I knew what opportunities it could present for me and my family. That goal was in front of me every day, and I was not going to quit, and no one was going to stop me. So, what does this have to do with chocolate? Well, I'm going to tell you what this has to do with chocolate. Does everyone pretty much know my story, right? How I got into the business and all that? No? Okay, I'll briefly tell you. 2.5 years ago, I was looking at some other network marketing companies. I was always intrigued with network marketing. I love the concept of residual income and all that. But I wasn't thrilled about the products. I probably went through about 20 different network marketing meetings over the last 12 years. But I started zeroing in on some of the functional beverage drinks because everybody was really pushing one. There was one with the acai berry all my ex-teammates were talking about. So one day I'm in the car with a buddy of mine. I said, hey, Felix, have you ever heard of this company? They got this berry called the acai berry. And I tell you, 5 seconds later I heard, Nugget. Nugget was in his hand. He goes, you got to try this. I don't know how quickly his wife got that nugget in his hand for the back seat, but she did. He said, you got to try this. It's dark chocolate. It's got the acai berry and it's healthy. I remember reading a study on dark chocolate and men's health that just kind of shocked me that athletes were consuming chocolate milk and all that stuff. So I tried the chocolate, which was a big deal because I didn't really like chocolate. But I tried it, and it tastes pretty good. But I wanted to see if it really worked. Because what I was looking for was finding a product that I believed in first, if I was going to put my name and reputation in, and then really look at the business plan. So as I started taking a nugget, I was blown away 2 weeks later because it really helped. It brought the relief to my knees, my back, plantar fasciitis, my heel. I had more energy. I had all the health benefits. The only thing was I didn't really have a lot of time to do the business. Because when I retired from the NFL, I became a business owner right away. I wanted to be one of the success stories. I didn't want you to read about me, losing my money and on the streets or whatever. I was planning for life after football early in my career. And these were the 3 companies I owned. Medical company, physical therapy clinics, and a fitness equipment company. I was president, and a sales manager. So I was an active business owner. I had no time to do Shasai, but I'm smart enough to realize that ground floor, get your spot, let's see how it goes. And so that's what I did. As I started learning the business and understanding network marketing, I quickly realized that this wasn't the type of business you could do on your own. You really had to focus on a team. And right away, I wanted to come up with a team name. I wanted the team, the people that we brought into business, to feel they're a part of something special. So they would know they weren't on their own. So we were sitting at General Celebration 2 years ago. We were scribbling on a piece of paper, and I said, I want team in there somewhere. And I had X Team 88, and Felix had X Factor 88. And Raleigh, did everybody meet Raleigh yesterday? Raleigh was about 19 years old, and Jim and Felix and I are sitting there scribbling, and Raleigh goes, why don't you just call it Team X88? And we go, that's the name, that's it. So that was how we came up with the name. And Raleigh didn't share this with you, but Raleigh's actually my upline. So one of the smartest things Raleigh did, at age 18, he took action. And now he's got Team X88 underneath him. So that's how we came up with the name. So from this point on, I didn't really have a lot of time. So when people tell me that they don't have time to do this business, I say, yeah, right. Because I worked this business initially from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning. Because I was running all my other companies. So during those hours, I would go in the back office and I would listen to all the web meetings. I don't know how many times I listened to Jeremy do the perfect combination, but that's how I started building this business first. Figuring that if something's important to you, you will find a way and find a time to get it done. Now, as I was starting to train and learn this business, I was impressed with these 4 principles that I heard. Actually, it was Paul Engelman who said it on a call on Monday. He said, the 4 steps to building a Shasai business, he said, you got to keep recruiting. You got to keep sponsoring. And he said, you got to keep training. You got to train yourself. You got to train your team. You got to motivate your team. And then you got to build to the next event. Set your goals and so forth. Now, this is where I started making my mistakes in Shasai. I had a wonderful team support upline, from Jeremy to Derek to Adam to Connie to Felix. But I didn't listen to them at first because I figured I got this. I'm a pro athlete. I've had a lot of success in business. I got this. I'm going to do this my way. So as I launched my business, Team X88, in May of 2007, right away, I didn't listen to my upline. Now, the new people don't know this, but you used to be able to build 4 lines, 4 teams, 4 legs. And they said, no, JJ, build your 2 teams outside and go straight down. I said, nah, I'm going to build 4 legs. So I'm going to do this a little different. So I built 4 legs. And as I was proceeding, the team was growing. I was feeling pretty good about myself. Building 4 legs, all personally sponsored, and we're just rocking and rolling. Business is starting to grow, and I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Well, sometime around here, MXI realized that it was more advantageous for us distributors to focus on 2 teams, 2 strong teams. And so what they did was they merged the 2 teams together and to form basically a left and a right team. So that's how my business was changed, and what you see from the graphical tree. And I thought, well, no big deal. This is pretty good. I can do this. But this was January 2006, and this is when I was really starting to get concerned about my growth in this business, because I had sponsored a lot of people, but no one was really duplicating. I wasn't creating leaders, and it wasn't growing. And so I thought, you know what, if I'm going to do this, I need to really kind of get a little bit more involved. So the first thing I did was we sold Pro Spot Fitness, so we could have a little bit more time in this. Learn to Earn of this year in January 2008, I was sitting there in the audience, really frustrated because it wasn't growing. I thought, man, look at the leaders. I said, they're all saying the same thing about how to build this business. I thought, that was my aha moment. I need to just listen to those guys and copy what they're doing and then take it home and teach that to my team. And so when we went back, or we came back home, Felix and I sat down and says, okay, we're going to have our own weekly meeting every Wednesday, because we weren't doing that. Every Wednesday, opportunity meeting, so our team could come there, we could help build their business. Then we're going to have a Saturday training. Every Saturday, we're going to train our distributors on what to do and build and how to build this business. Well, that's when we started seeing some crazy growth on my left team. And for whatever reason, most of the distributors I had signed up in Portland, we placed on the left side. So that leg just started to explode because all those distributors could come to the weekly meeting, opportunity, training, and they were getting that support, and it just started taking a life course of its own. We had members that were coming in late. They were passing all of us golds and platinums, and they were having tremendous success. And it was really weird because while that left side was growing, the right side was dying, and it was dying fast. Because all my mistakes started to really be, exposed. One of the things my Felix and those guys said, don't sponsor on your inside legs. Stay on your outside legs. I sponsored about 20 people on the right and inside legs, and 19 of them quit. Because I wasn't going to build their outside leg and their inside leg, so they all quit. So while the right leg was dying, the left leg was exploding.